Hey guys, Trace here. Sorry about the additional long delay between the last upload and this one. Um, Today we are going to be beginning a talk through on Super Adventure Island 2 for the Super Nintendo. This game is, I believe, the sixth Adventure Island game. The first four came out on the NES, with the fourth one only coming out in Japan. They all followed the same basic format of you played as Master Higgins, that portly gentleman in the grass skirt on the raft there, who was out to save his lovely, always imperiled girlfriend Tina. The girl in the pink dress, obviously. Tina would be kidnapped by a variety of weird people, from aliens to wizards to a weird pineapple monster in Adventure Island 2. But Super Adventure Island, for the Super Nintendo, was very similar to the first four. They're your basic platformer. You went around throwing axes at enemies and jumping over rocks, and it was a good time had by all. However, Super Adventure Island 2 is completely different from the other five. For one thing, it's the only one of them that can really be classified as an adventure game, per se. It's kind of baby's first Zelda, in a way. It's got an exploration aspect, but it's still fairly linear. It also has a really long and somewhat slow story, which is why I'm talking right now. So, we find that poor Master Higgins, I assume he got the title Master from some sort of hot dog eating contest or something like that, although this intro seems to suggest that Master is his first name. That's totally what I'm naming my kid. Master. Master Jackson would be his name. You know, it'd be funny is if somebody did that whose last name was Bait, because, no, that's too easy. Anyway, it seems that Tina, who woke up without any memory, got found by the king of this island, Waku Waku. And, hey, let's get married. As a side note, this game always made me want to go to Polynesia. But, after reading the book Kon-Tiki, I changed my mind because that was a very boring book. But anyway, all of a sudden, on their wedding day, trouble was in the air. Literally! It's an eagle. Well, that's dramatic, right? He was about to slip on the ring. You'd think she could run from that. Sucks to be her! A beastly buzzard. This game is very rhetorically pretty. Poor king must be sad, but hey, look who it is. So I guess he washed up on the exact same island. You know, but couldn't get to the castle in time to stop the girl he just married from marrying a guy who she just met. But yes, it is a sad tale of amnesia and island rafting. Thank you. Once again, I'm playing with a keyboard, so any mistakes I make, completely the fault of the keyboard. We're gonna go for Adventure File 3. It's my favorite number. So that's the king, and we are Master Higgins, and that's the pause button. We are Master Higgins. That's right, we're Master Higgins. And we're talking to the king. Really? That seems like somewhat irrelevant information. Watch out for those looming large evil forces. Outrageous brutality. It was an eagle, or a buzzard, or whatever. My old high school, their mascot was the eagle, and they were the worst football players ever. It's not like eagles are really scary. Philadelphia Eagles, Donovan McNabb, he's a good guy, but not a scary one. The king is committed to defending the castle. He looks like he'd do a good job at it. And for once, we get sent on a quest in some sort of RPG, and they give us some money. Now if we talk to the king again, let's see what he has to say. Thank you for that useful information. Save her now, and I'll do you right. Excuse me? I'm getting out of here now. Quickly. This is an inn. You have prophetic dreams if you stay at an inn. So this is the overworld map. And like any good quasi-RPG, there are random encounters. I really can't stand random encounters, but whatever. That mountainous island to our right there is the last level. But we're starting here. There was a cave on the left you might have noticed. You can go there to refill your health, but we don't need it right now. So, again, we are Master Higgins. Right now all we can do is punch and run. And fight plants. More plants. And take out Tails-looking jerks. This first level is pretty straightforward. Not too much crazy exploration to do. In that cave you can find a stone slab that'll tell you some basics about the game. But who needs them? If we jump over here, we can't get under the water to get that chest, but later on we'll be able to get it. Dropping all the way down. Over here we have the first of 5 switches. Sometimes you want them on, sometimes you want them off. But they turn on or turn off these blocks, respectively. I am really bad at that jump. In all of my test recordings, I could never make it. Keyboard! Man, what is it with birds in this land? And now pigs can fly. Silver sword, alright, that sounds like it has potential. This is the pause menu. This is a weapon. Silver sword destroys most rocks. Hey, that'll come in handy. I'm sure there are a lot of rocks on our adventure. And indeed there are. And it's much more powerful than the Widowmaker fist, as it was called there. Yeah, not gonna let you cause any trouble. So now that we are armed with a rock destroyer, we can move on. To the left is a warp between some of the different islands. We'll go there later. Hey look, a rock! Let's destroy it. Oh, that was epic. That was very epic. Master Higgins swims very slowly. Oh, this would suck. I used to have nightmares about that happening to me. It's kind of an aqua claustrophobia. Man, I am playing like crap today. Fortunately, there's a full healing place up here. These springs, you can jump on them up to 3 times, and each time will increase your jump height. More pigs. We can get that treasure chest later when we get this cool move called the down jab, which between this game and Zelda 2, I just think was the coolest thing. This is a hot spring. You can refill your health there. Yay for platforming! And as I mentioned before, sometimes we want those switches off, as is the case for those sun switches. We find that in the 3rd level. Ooh, hey, another rock. Let's break it. I said let's break it. Yes, it turns out the silver sword, which destroys most rocks, is an example of gross false advertising. If you're starting to think that one rock we destroyed was the only rock in the game that it can destroy, you're absolutely right. I definitely feel ripped off. Here's a life bottle. And as you can see, you get half a heart for each one. That's a gross thought. But anyway, that is where we are going to stop for today. Next time, we will finish off Poka-Poka Isle. So, until then, I hope y'all have a nice day.